This exercise is called wrist pronation with a tin of soup or a water bottle. Sit in a chair with your forearm resting on the table or on your knee.
Yeah.
Make sure your wrist and hand are over the edge.
Yeah.
Hold the water bottle in one hand with one end in your palm. So if you have it the opposite grip to what you had last time.
So if last time it was like that,
yeah.
This time it's like that.
Yeah. And I'll come on to that in a second. Now from that position, slowly turn your wrist to rotate so your palm is facing up towards the floor.
Like that.
Yep. Now holding that position for a count of 2, slowly rotate the water bottle back and bring it all the way over to the other side.
Yeah.
Hold there for a count of 2. Repeat that for 10 times in each hand. Now you might be wondering, isn't this the same as supination? Simply put, pretty much. The thing with this, and a lot of weightlifters do a similar thing, when you're working your wrists, there's very limited movements that you can do to an extent, and the way that we vary this is by changing the way that we hold an object. So for example, if you're doing it with a water bottle, you'll have a narrower grip, and that's a really good way of starting, whereas a soup tin, as you can see, is slightly thicker.
We don't have
A water
or
bottle.
a cold bottle.
Or a bottle of water.
Or a bottle.
Anyway, what's this got to do with what we're doing here? So because Jeanette's changed the way that she's holding onto the tin of soup, it's changed the way that the muscles in and around the wrist are working. So the best example of this would be when someone's doing a deadlift in a gym. One of the things that they do is they wrap a towel around it because it changes the way now that they're gripping the bar, and it changes the way the muscles are working. And the other thing that they do is change the way that they hold their hands. So sometimes they have an overhand grip, sometimes they have an underhand grip, and sometimes they have a combination of the two, so one hand's overhand, one hand's underhand. Now, this is more complicated than I should have ever made it, but by doing this and by changing the way that the muscles in the wrist are working, it changes the stimulus. So your hands could get really, really good at holding in one place and one place only, but by changing the grip and making it more awkward, it increases the grip strength altogether.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Long, boring, but makes sense.
I tried to be an education channel. Anyway, that's how you do wrist pronation with a tin of soup.
Or water bottle.
Or water bottle. Or a dumbbell.